To skip attending school, the boy pleaded with the farmer to transform him into a cow so he could just enjoy serene sleep daily. His wish soon became reality. A few days later, his father, who had gone to gather wood in the mountains, saw their yellow cow resting by the roadside but didn't recognize it as his son. He struck the cow with a stick and compelled it back home. The next morning, the farmer took the blue cow to the field, but when it noticed there wasn't any grass in the barn, it started crying for its mother. All it desired was to return and rest while the young boy was preparing to go to school. The cow regretted its choice but was now left with no option except to labor tirelessly each day. Sadly, it had never anticipated how arduous life as a cow would be. Plowing fields at dawn, hauling heavy cargo to the market by noon, and purchasing supplies with the proceeds at dusk. After a taxing day of labor, the cow's legs collapsed under it, hitting the ground with a loud sound. The goods on its cart spilled into the river. Thankfully, the father escaped harm, but the entire day's toil went to waste. That evening, the cow longed to return to its old room but was dragged back to the barn. The boy, now within the hut, saw his mother tossing something grimy into the hay and burst into sorrowful tears. He angrily cursed his mother who, unaware, couldn't even recognize her transformed son. The father, clueless about the truth, murmured, "If this cow continues like this, I might just sell it." The following morning, as soon as dawn broke, the boy, still in the cow's form, was made to plow the field again, having eaten nothing for days. He fainted from sheer exhaustion and the farmer began whipping him, but the father intervened, halting the beating out of pity for the cow. The farmer, thinking the cow was sick, rushed to check on it. He decided it was time to sell the cow quickly. Meanwhile, the boy, still in the form of the cow, was unconscious and unaware of the farmer's decision, crying all the while, but the very next morning his father dragged him to the village butcher's shop. Seeing the butcher, the cow immediately realized it was going to be slaughtered. It began crying and pleading with its father, saying, "Please don't send me, father! I am your son!" But in the father's eyes, it was nothing more than a useless yellow cow that couldn't work anymore. Overcome with fear, the cow suddenly knocked over the butcher and ran away. Shocked, the father exclaimed, "I already sold it!" The cow realized that its father wouldn't save it and frantically kept running. It raced through mountain paths, along riverbanks, and onto the trail it used to follow to return home. Villagers chased after the cow, which tried to block their way. Taking advantage of the chaos, the cow ran to the spot where it used to play as a child. It realized how a cow works tirelessly from sunrise to nightfall, only to be given to the butcher if it stops working. Its parents treated it well, yet it foolishly thought that being a cow was the happiest life. It regretted its choice deeply and began crying bitterly. Looking down the hill, it saw villagers armed with sticks and ropes climbing upward. Terrified, it ran towards the cliff's edge. As the villagers surrounded it, the cow backed away in fear until there was no escape but the steep fall below. With a final scream, it fell into the abyss, yelling loudly. Suddenly, it woke up from the nightmare. The boy realized he had only been dreaming.